Hi, my name is Vladimir. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the situation in rural Russia. It's pretty serious. 80% of all poverty in Russia is concentrated in rural areas. Yet there's very interesting statistics. Half of agricultural output of the country is produced on only 3% of land. And guess what kind of land is it? It's the subsidiary plots that are owned by those in poverty. And the question is, how is it possible that they're so poor yet they contribute so much to the industry? And well, the answer to this is the lack of financial and market opportunities and market infrastructure. And this is basically a product of a sudden shift from planned economy of the Soviet Union to the market economy that we have today. And yet, what's interesting is that the adaptation was so successful. However, the rural workers are not able to start their own farms, so they're kind of locked in the situation where they are part-time employed at the collective, ex-collective large farms, only to get the inputs they need. So they buy inputs there and they use them on their own land to grow surplus for themselves, to grow their food for themselves and sell the surplus on the market. And basically, that's how they get the most of their income. So we see the way to change this situation by using the three pretty much established ideas, but combining them together and putting them in a single organization in Russia, which would be a pretty novel thing to do. So basically, number one thing is the microfinance that would allow the rural workers to create their own businesses, to buy land, buy equipment, and start their own farm. Two is the community-supported agriculture, which would allow them to create a long-term relationship with consumers and will provide a sense of stability that's so needed to any farmer. And three is organic certification, which would let them to sell their produce at much higher prices and subsequently result into a much higher income. If put together, this approach can really lift a lot of people out of the poverty in an extremely short term, even as short as one summer, because after one summer they'll get almost twice as much income as they used to get, and the income that they'll get is long term, because most of the people who sign for CSA shares will sign for that again for these shares next year. And it's quite interesting that in Russia there is no organic, locally grown food, so we really fill this gap with our offer. And so the value that this approach will create is could be measured in three ways. First of all, it's economic value that's created for the rural workers. Basically, it's the income that they receive, both the income that they previously received. Number two is the social value creation, which is could be measured in the number of people lifted from the poverty. And the three is the environmental value creation, which would result from the CO2 emission reduction due to the optimization of the supply chain and the reduction of the unnecessary transportation. Because right now, most of the organic product that's available in Russia are imported from Europe, which results in the extremely high costs and also extremely high costs on the environment. At the same time, the other part of the economic environmental value creation is the elimination of stress that's put on the environment and on the land by the using of chemical fertilizers and chemical pesticides. And the big question is, can this thing really work? I think we'll figure out this summer when we'll start the pilot project in their region. So keep updated. You can find us on Twitter and on Facebook. And thank you. Thank you.